How we doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, bud?
Really good. Full,
Sure.
feeling good.
Full, you mean like because we just ate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Full of food,
Mm-hmm.
not jizz.
No, never.
No,
Not
you've
anymore.
never- no.
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Life.
That life's
That lifestyle.
behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Dolphins. We got a random topic generator.
I think the Dolphins have the best logo in the NFL. Don't you?
Sure.
I mean, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's pretty cool.
They have probably the coolest jerseys.
Yeah.
Those, early 2000s ones.
Yeah.
We're sick.
Yeah.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah, Ricky Williams.
Dolphins, the animal. You familiar?
Rapists.
Yes.
Have you ever seen one time I went to SeaWorld on a school thing.
Uh-huh.
And when we were looking at the dolphins, their dicks were out and they were chasing each other. And it looked like a human hard dick. It was crazy.
That's weird. How old were you?
It looks like they have a little slit, a little vagina, and then a human dick comes out of it.
How old were you?
Probably 15.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
It was quite a sight.
That was your sexual awakening.
Yeah, watching that dolphin without consent. The thing with animals is they can't talk. So it's just all rape, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Like how, how people say, like, oh, ducks only have, rape sex. They don't have actual marital. Maybe I'll edit the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you know how they say that about ducks? I think it's every animal. Because how do you ask?
To get around YouTube, you can say rape.
Rape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a drug.
Oh. Is it...
it's spelled the same.
What kind of drug is that? I've never had that.
I think it's supposed to be like a caffeine type, nicotine type drug. But you use there's like a straw. Mm-hmm. You put it on the tip of the straw, and you put it in your nose, and you put the other part in your mouth, and you blow it.
That's weird. You blow it up your nose?
Yeah.
Like into your brain?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's wild. Okay. I probably won't do that.
You rape your brain. You rape your brain, dude. Yep.
Yeah. That's how they call it.
Yeah. But yeah, also, like chickens,
Chickens.
We had chickens at my parents' house.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
And they're not the rooster's not coming over and hey, what do you...
Yeah, how you feeling tonight, honey? You have a headache?
Yeah. No. He digs his claws in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is horrible. So,
yeah, I think they should start consenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the animal kingdom is horrible.
Yeah,
we should change... we should make laws.
Yeah.
They should go to jail for it.
We should kill off a lot of them. There's a lot of animals we don't need. Don't you think?
No, I don't. No.
Oh, you think we got to keep all the...
yeah, what?
Because life is precious.
Well, yeah, but also what's it called?
Yeah.
The fucking ecosystem. That's it.
Right.
That's the word we're looking for.
Yeah, you never know how they're going to interact and
yeah,
stuff.
everybody wants rid of mosquitoes, and it's like, okay, well, that's going to kill off all the fucking... Eventually, if you kill off every, a bunch of animals, eventually you're just not going to... You're going to be the animal that gets taken off.
Right. That's what we're doing with the oceans right now. They're massively overfished.
I think that's good. I think overfishing's great.
Those aren't animals.
Those are not animals.
They don't breathe air like us.
Nope. I don't give a fuck.
They're delicious, but I'll be happy when they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're not even great.
Oh, you don't like seafood?
I do. But
you don't love it.
No, I'd much rather have...
You like beef?
I'd much rather have beef.
Yeah, beef is nice because it's sort of engineered to be delicious over hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
Like doing it the slow way. That's how we used to engineer stuff. And GMO the right way.
Yeah.
That's what beef is.
And we have created a thing where, we have to cook each cut a different way. And I'm glad we engineered it that way. There's pieces that are tough. You got to slow cook.
You think they could have done a better job making it more uniformly cookable?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, fish.
Right.
They're not engineered at all, and we can just cut them up and eat them. But we do have to debone them. I mean, we should get rid of all the bones in them.
Yeah, and they're small.
Yeah, I want boneless fish, and I want fucking seedless watermelon. Is that too much, Dex?
Right, yeah, while they're working on it anyways.
Yeah.
Why can't Bill Gates give us one thing we actually want?
Yeah. Yes.
He has the power
sun.
to do it. Do you know what I want? Is a zebra you can ride. A tame zebra.
Like a bronco. You want to fucking...
Yeah, well, not like a bucking bronco. Like you can,
ride it around.
You know how you can go to the fair and, ride this horse for a minute.
Yeah, but
it's a zebra.
Yeah, but the bucking bronco, they're breaking it in so that they can just ride it.
Oh, so it'd be a tame sort of.
Yeah,
bronco.
you can do it.
Yeah, do that.
You get
to
like
zebra.
a wild horse. You can take a wild horse. Yeah,
but I think zebras are.
What did you never play Red Dead Redemption 2?
No, I have. I've seen it played. But
you got to go get yourself a fucking horse.
Oh, and you got to break it in.
You got to break it in, yeah.
Right.
Get thrown off at a couple
That's pretty
tunes.
cool. And then you go like rob a train or whatever.
Yeah.
It does look cool. A lot of running and riding and walking, though.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I remember. I watched my friend play it for 2 hours, and I was like, I could see getting into this, but it's like, did you ever play Zelda? It's the same thing. You're just climbing for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to climb for 10 minutes. It's
a
little boring.
It's slow.
Very slow, yeah.
Yeah, Red Dead's very slow.
If something's slow,
Grand Theft Auto is... You played that?
I played Grand Theft Auto, yeah, sure.
That's fun,
That's
dude.
a good one, yeah.
That's exhilarating.
Yeah, because that's just like nonstop crazy shit that you're doing.
Whatever you want to do. Especially if you put the cheat codes in. You ever do the cheat code for like you're invincible for like 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go like try to steal an airplane or something.
Yeah, you try and go to the military base and steal a fighter jet.
I watched my buddy do that for a couple hours too. He almost got it.
You do that, and then like
you do the one where you like drop from the sky.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
You just spawn from like the sky and you drop somewhere.
And then you try and get the jet, and then it always gets taken out by a missile.
Yeah. Oh, before you take off?
Yeah, as you're taking off. There's a way to do it, though, where you can dodge it.
Wow.
It's very difficult.
And then
it's a lot of fun.
And can you, like, go into space? Like, how far can you go?
No.
Oh. That'd be cool, though.
That'd be sick. That would be sick. I'm so excited for the new one, dude. I mean, it's probably not going to be for another God only knows how long.
Yeah, didn't they say it was coming this year, though? So does that mean in, like, 2 years, basically?
Yeah, I think it comes at the end or the beginning of next year, so it'll probably be the end of next year.
Wow, it's crazy how long it takes to make a video game these days. That's wild.
I mean, I don't understand how they don't have AI helping like program. I feel like that's I feel like
yeah, maybe the programmers have like unions or something.
I feel like we've gone from like it takes no time at all for them to make them to just like super long, and we're going to go back to they're going to be churning out new shit.
Yeah, just get NVIDIA to do it.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Okay, we got flood. Yeah.
Well, you probably know this, that many ancient cultures from different parts of the world have flood
insurance.
That's right.
Yeah,
they have lots of flood agents.
Sure.
Yeah. Not in fucking California, though.
Nope.
They don't get insurance for nothing there.
No, and they don't deserve it.
Oh, yeah. Now, you have a gripe against those people.
Yeah.
And then there were some fires.
Yeah.
And you had some interesting opinions about those fires.
What did I say?
In California.
What did I happen to say?
You were just saying how great it was that... What were you saying? Did
I ever say that it was great?
No, you didn't say it was great. You said...
No, No, I'll tell you exactly.
Maybe that they deserved it a little bit.
No,
or they were asking for it.
No,
or that God saw fit, or something like that.
Well, that doesn't sound like me at all.
Really?
No.
Who was I talking to that said that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. You probably watched a YouTube video, or you were on 4chan or something.
Yeah, it must have been. I must have been on 4chan, like
or Reddit.
You know. Yeah, I think it was on Reddit.
Yeah. Here's how I viewed the whole California delightful wildfire.
Yeah.
I probably said something along the lines of this. I probably said, I mean, it is a terrible tragedy.
Of course.
You know, but
yeah.
But I'm not there.
But I'm not there. Yeah, well, that's how I feel about anything that happens on the news. It's bad. Like, that is so...
I'm glad I'm not there.
Yeah, I don't shed a tear, but I, like, kind of half make that face where maybe I would cry a little. I go, like... And then I go, well, I'm not there.
Yeah.
And I keep eating or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's like a... I actually... It's so bad, but I really don't care. Honestly...
Yeah.
That's my real opinion about it.
Yeah.
Is that I just don't care. And yeah,
because what can you even do?
Yeah, exactly.
You could donate money, but that's going to get snatched up.
Yeah, they're just going to fucking send it
to developers that are making those apartments or whatever.
Yeah, it's just going to go to Klaus Schwab one way or another.
Right. Yeah.
But instead of that, you could just not care at all and go, oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I didn't start it.
Nope. I didn't start the California wildfires, and you can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you have any reasonable articulable suspicion that I may have committed a crime of arson in the state of California? No? Well, then what are we talking about? Then what are we even here for?
Yeah. Yeah. I have I have alibis, so.
Yes. I
have several people that can vouch for me.
Have you ever heard of a bar called Alibis?
Yeah. Is it downtown?
It's downtown in every town.
It is?
There's a place called Alibis.
And is that code for, like, gay or something?
No.
Or,
no, it's supposed to be...
Code for, like, trafficking somebody?
No, you go to Alibis because then it's like... Well, that's my alibi. It's supposed to be it's like a joke. Like, I have an alibi.
Right.
I was at Alibis.
Oh, that's kind of funny, I guess.
But yeah, it was in what was that show? Shameless. That's the bar that he always goes. That the old man goes to. But there's like one in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Right.
Right down the road. Like
that's funny.
Yeah.
So you just ask everybody that when you.
There's always and
everyone's like, yeah, isn't that downtown? No matter where they're from.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Dude. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Oh, how's Alibis? I don't know if it's everywhere, but it sure seems like it. Okay, here we go.
The clown that hides from gay people. It's like that.
That is so funny, dude. That's so good. Gypsies.
I've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I see.
Yeah. I see him everywhere. Everywhere I go. Gypsies, dude. Oh my God. You've watched a little bit of that show, right?
Gypsy Crusader.
No. The Gypsy Wedding one. What's that?
That's a man I condemn. That's a man I condemn.
Oh, he's one of your YouTube fellas.
He's a Twitch streamer.
Guy.
He's a Twitch streamer or not?
Oh wait, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I've
dresses like the Joker.
Yeah,
just calls black people the N-word.
Right.
Yeah, I condemn that man. What he does is not funny at all.
Gypsy Crusader is a really funny name for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's not funny, John.
Well,
no aspect of it is
the other part. The other part is horrible.
Sure, no aspect of it is humorous in the slightest.
I can make fun of black people. I'm not one.
Oh, that's just the ones that go viral. He does all kinds of stuff. Yeah. That's what I've heard. I haven't sat and watched his whole catalog on Brighteon.
I haven't watched 10 hours of his shit.
Yeah, I didn't subscribe to his Gumroad or anything.
Sure. Anyway, Yeah, dude, that fucking reality show about the gypsy weddings.
Oh yeah.
It's horrible out there, man. Wherever gypsies are, it's like...
Sure, they just travel around.
Yeah, I guess they say they're travelers, but I don't know how much they actually travel. They do live in trailers, though.
Sure.
So I think that's a lot of... It doesn't seem like they do that much. Well, some of them, the young kids, they'll live in an RV.
Okay.
It'll be like, hey, where'd Thelma go? Oh, she ran off with that guy in his RV, and they're like, well, God knows where. That kind of shit will happen, and that'll start like a feud between them. It's kind of fascinating. It's kind of like it's like a really horrible thing you can't like look away from if you're in the room.
Yeah.
You know that show.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone
Like that
should.
transgender last night at the.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating.
A little bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you can't, if you make eye contact with them, they'll think that you want to like bone in the bathroom.
Sure.
So you gotta be careful.
You got to be careful.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like if I ever make eye contact with a trans person,
You're like, no, I don't.
they'll like come over and try to talk to me and be kind of flirty every single time. So I just
Scrump diddly umptious.
I just pretend I'm like in the hood or something. I just keep my eyes down. I ain't seen nothing.
At their cock. You just.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy. Okay. Next topic is swings.
Dangerous.
What about swingers?
Oh, Swingers. Have you ever seen that movie, Swingers? I bet you'd like it. It's Jon Favreau and shit. Who's the guy in Curb that replaced Marty Funkhauser? He's like his nephew or something.
Oh,
He's that actor comedian guy that's in a lot of movies.
I forget.
Vin
Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel. Him and Jon Favreau in a movie from the 90s. Anyway, it's really good. It's like a buddy thing. But you mean
I want to say Voight.
Voight.
I want to say
No, but it's Vaughn.
Vince.
No, it's
Vincent
Vaughn something.
Vaughn. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. I still want to say Voight though. You know, every time I see his face, I'm like that.
Voight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His name is Voight.
Got one of those faces. Makes you want to say Voight.
Sure. Anyways.
So you're talking about swingers like the people who...
Yeah, Chuckles. Like Chuckles Fury.
Yeah, dude. He's always telling me stories about that, and I'm like, I didn't ask you.
Yeah, I love when he tells those stories, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I watched a guy fuck my wife. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like proud of it.
Yeah, in the car last night, he was like, we got to a stoplight. He's like, oh, right down that road. I watched a guy fuck my wife in the house down there.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, that shit. Yeah, that was, last night.
That was crazy.
Fuck. That guy really pissed me off.
Yeah. And he won't remember either.
No, and he won't remember it.
That was the other infuriating thing. That's the worst part about dealing with a drunk person, because it's like you won't even remember like how nice I'm being to you right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm being very nice to you and you're like acting like a horse's ass.
Yeah.
And you won't even remember.
And you won't even
Son of
remember.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're being an asshole to me.
Yeah.
I'm being nice to you.
Yeah.
And you're not even going to remember it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That was retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
We should have just dropped him. You're not going to remember it anyways. It may as well be an asshole back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Find your own way home.
Yeah.
But yeah, the roast of Pinky.
Yeah, the roast.
Now we're gonna have Pinky on Thursday, right? He's gonna be the next guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I cannot wait to ask him why. Just why. I don't have to say anything else. He'll know.
Why?
Just why. Now, that's why we should ask him the entire time. Every time we just go, why? And then he'll talk about something and you go,
Yeah, he'll just get nervous and explain something else about his weird life.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
He'll be like, oh, okay. I'll be like, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, nurses. You've dealt with your fair share of nurses in your lifetime.
I have. That's true.
Yeah. What's
They're
you got any?
they're nice. One time I had a thing taken out from behind my ear, like a benign thing, growth or something.
Cyst?
Yeah, something like that. And so they just had to like cut the skin and then pull it out or whatever. And so they just numb you up. I wasn't out or anything. And the nurse that was like holding shit and also like holding the skin or something for the doctor, she put her tit like right in my face for like, I want to say 20 minutes. Her tit was just like in my eye. It was awesome.
She was hot?
No, but she had a big tit, So it was nice. Okay. And I was also, that was when that was big in like my Mormon days.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is great.
Sure.
I'm not doing this. This is happening to me. And it's medical, so it's just going to be cool.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was one of the better days back in those days, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I had a tit in my face today.
Yeah.
That was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Now,
that was a good nurse.
Now you were sitting.
That's a good practice for nurses.
You were laying down.
Yeah, I was.
Face down.
No, I think I was back and then like to the side like this.
Okay.
Like in kind of a dentist chair kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd been funny if like wild. You're just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Can you stop shaking, please?" Oh my God, are you jerking?
And you're
off?
like, I'm not gonna stop.
I'm gonna keep. You're just gonna have to work with it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work around this. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yep. And that lady probably enjoyed it too. You know what I mean?
No.
I bet a lot of people in the medical profession, they just sort of get off like quietly on shit. She's like, you know what? I'm just going to put this guy's face on my tit, and this is like the correct position for his neck to be in or whatever. And I know his face is right on my tit, and I'm just going to hold it there, and I'm going to enjoy it. That's probably what she thought. Because she was like, 15 years older than me. She's like, here's this young guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick his tit around my face. Wouldn't you do shit like that if you were a nurse?
What am I going to do? Stick my
dick
in?
If you were that's bad. But I'm saying if you were a lady and you were a nurse. Because if you're putting your tit in a dude's face, he's never going to say anything.
Sure.
He's going to enjoy it, and then you enjoy it too, probably.
I guess.
And then no one says a word about it for the rest of their lives till right now. But
yeah,
I think she'll be fine.
I guess.
You don't think that's a thing that a lot of those people do? But, like, I mean, medical people, do you have to be a little more, like, sociopathic to do that?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
So well, you always figure they're doing crazy shit like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I always think of that as a crime when they do it.
Yeah.
Because, nurses, I guess, they'll because they're going to be chicks, but doctors...
Yeah.
More often.
Well, a doctor, when you say doctor, I think of a man, and then I think, oh, yeah, those would all be crimes for a man to do.
For a man to do it, that's illegal.
Yeah.
Nurses, I guess. I mean, yeah, they're going to be...
But I bet nurses, because you know how moms will just go crazy and do crazy shit to their, they'll leave them in the closet for a month or something crazy. I bet nurses get that way, too, like 45-year-old lady nurses. Just abusing their patients in like little ways that they don't know.
Yeah. Of course.
Like, I'm the one who gave you that huge rash you'll never know. It was shit like that.
There was a doctor recently, like just a few months ago, who got arrested. He would throat fuck his patients when they were like out, and he had only been a doctor for like a month. It was like finally.
It's like that's what he went to school for.
Yeah. And someone they like arrested him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what was going on, but like
they
filmed them arresting him or something like while he was doing it. So like it's all blurred out. I saw it on like TikTok. It was like all blurred out, and
they pulled him out.
they like walk in, and he's literally just like
awkward.
Yeah, what a weird moment, huh?
Yeah, dude. That's just straight up rape.
Yeah,
throat rape, and God.
And it was all men that he did it to.
It was
no, but that does make it almost a little more okay, doesn't it?
It makes it a little more funny. I was about to laugh when I thought that was true.
Yeah, just a heterosexual, fucking Mormon guy going in for routine surgery.
Yeah, and then he has a sore throat.
And then he wakes up and he's got a sore throat and a few, 10 calories more than he intended on consuming that day.
Yeah. It's like, honey, it's the weirdest thing. Everything tastes like jizz.
It's the weirdest thing.
Anesthesia is weird stuff.
It's the weirdest thing. It tastes just like your kisses when you get back from book club. It's the craziest. It's the damnedest thing.
Yeah, it tastes like your mouth.
Okay. Cricket.
You ever watch cricket?
Nope.
It's kind of cool. Like, I could see you getting into it a little bit. Like if I knew a British chick or something, I could see just watching it for an afternoon.
Sure.
It's an interesting sport. It's like baseball plus bowling,
Seems like a snooze fest to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lazy afternoon kind of thing to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a nap.
You don't like it.
Watch a little.
Coal.
Well.
Chadler.
Who's that?
Coles.
Oh, Chadler Coles. Yeah.
No, he didn't want to be. He didn't want to be called Chuck Coles.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like what kind of speech impediment would that be? Where you'd say chuckles like Chuck Coles, like a pause.
Chuck Coles.
Yeah, like a pause.
That'd be some kind of like a tick or almost a stutter maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he didn't want to be called that. But what about coal? You ever get coal? You ever get a lump of coal?
No.
Now,
although I've deserved it many a time.
Now, you guys loved Christmas.
Yeah.
Your family growing up.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one.
Love Christmas.
And you got books, huh?
Yeah,
Did you get cool
a lot
shit?
of times. Well, when I was younger, I got rollerblades one year. I got Legos and shit.
That's sick.
We'd get like a video game or something.
And the Lego set is building the temple.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, there was a family that was like that extreme, like a block away from us. Like they made us look like, your family or something.
What do you mean?
Like,
What?
Like they would have done shit like that.
What do you mean?
What?
Like really? Like they would be like, here's your Lego
like
set.
if it was Legos, it'd be like, all right, build the church house. Now build the temple. Build a baptismal font. It would be like weird church shit. Like everything. That's all they talked about. It's all they did. They didn't watch any movies. They didn't do anything.
They were just obsessed.
Yeah.
Man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the guy was like an engineer or something, and he was pretty smart and made a lot of money, but they lived like very poorly. So he was just like doing exactly what the church does, just stocking up money somewhere.
Yeah.
For waiting for Jesus to come back. Like, and that's all he talked about. He's always gardening and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but that is kind of like the ideal.
That's what they want.
Well, because it's like there's actual Mormon like leadership, and that's like your high level businessmen. Or lawyers and doctors. They'll get into that racket, and then but if you're just going to be like a lay person, just a church member,
just a churchgoer,
and you're going to be like extra devout, you do it that way. You'd be like. Just waiting for Jesus.
Yeah, we got to do everything.
He could come tomorrow, literally. Yeah. And there's like, the thing is, there's no end of like stuff to do if you're really devout. Like you can always get more devout. So there's people that just go insane with it. Yeah, it's wild. So,
and those are your people.
Yeah, that's my heritage. People who love rules.
Yeah, and they want collabs so bad, dude.
Yeah,
they want to be there.
Yeah,
with good.
Exactly.
Now, when they're that involved in the church, where it's all they talk about, it's everything, right? Mm-hmm. They move up higher.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's people who are good. It's like you were telling me the same thing happens in the military. It's not the best guy.
Yeah.
It's not the best whatever soldier or whatever. It's not even the best leader. It's the same as any company. It's the person who like is gonna keep the company going.
Check the boxes that are needed.
Yeah.
And
toe the line.
Yeah.
You know.
Military, it's also tests. Like if you test for the next rank and you score perfectly, they like almost can't not give you, like you have to get a line number.
Right.
Because if you just take a test well.
And which is just like memorizing shit about the military or whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the, what? You're leaving it to a test?
Yeah.
It's like, well, what about the, I've never understood this, okay? But they always give you a report, and this is true in like every business and everything, right? Is they'll give you a report from, like, your superior will write a report on you. And they'll be like, okay, we're going to look at how you did and whatever, right? Shouldn't it be backwards? Shouldn't it be the people you're supposed to be leading?
Yeah.
Writing a report on you?
Yeah.
And they come together and say, here's how he is as a leader.
Right.
Rather than someone who's not around you all the time.
Yeah.
And just checks in.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
That is what you should do. But nowhere ever does that. The government doesn't do it. Companies don't do it.
No.
Nowhere where it would actually be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because then you would have democracy, and people in power don't like democracy, or they don't like too much of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I think localized it would be it would be good, because then it's like, we're gonna pick. Then the people below working their way up.
Yeah.
Can I don't know. You could actually move people through the ranks accurately.
Right.
But whatever. It's all gay. They just take a test. I knew some of the dumbest motherfuckers who were master sergeants.
Yeah.
Where it's like senior master sergeant who's just like a fucking silly boy.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you should not have this.
And that's probably also why, places like that have problems with like unreported crimes, assaults and whatnot.
Sure.
And shit like that getting like tossed under the rug, looking the other way, because you have people like that in management. Yeah, those are the people who,
and they go, oh God, we can't deal with it. Yeah, it's going to be so bad if we. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they. It's weird, man. Like, there's a master sergeant that I knew who, like, I mean, just did not deserve to be a master sergeant, and then he's over people, and he just fills out the forms. It's just you stay there long enough, and then do well on a test eventually. Yeah, and then you stay there a little longer. And they keep giving you a test to move up the next time.
That's crazy.
And then eventually you'll make it. And if you're in for 25 years, you'll end as a fucking master sergeant, senior master sergeant, whatever. Yeah. But then there's other guys who like test all the way up to chief in 12 years, 13 years. And then it's like they become command chiefs pretty quickly. And then, they stay at the top.
Wow.
they'll just move bases and be whatever. It's just that they're smart.
And they got rid of slave sergeants, right?
Slave sergeants.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do slave sergeants. I didn't know they did that.
They don't. I was just kidding because there's
okay.
master sergeant.
Yeah. I thought that was like, I thought you were about to like blow my mind.
No.
World War II, you know, they actually had slave sergeants. I was gonna be like, really?
Mhm.
Holy you could have got me good on that one.
Yep, when they integrated the army.
Yeah. When they integrate. Okay, here we go. Puppets.
Okay.
So, dude, puppets. Jeff Dunham. That's his name, right?
Dunham, yeah.
Dude, you liked him.
When he came out,
him.
when he first came out, oh yeah.
Yeah.
The who do you have that was like
Muhammad.
yeah.
You know what
The
I
dead
love?
terrorist skeleton guy. That was funny
Yeah.
when I was 12 or whatever.
You know what I love about him is how low effort that was.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, yeah, fuck it. His name's Muhammad.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're just gonna, and then like, it's a jalapeno that talks. And how are we? You know what? I really want to do a Mexican voice. It's just a jalapeno that fucking talks. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a talking jalapeno.
Yeah. And I'm going to say a bunch of Mexican jokes.
Yeah, and then the purple one. Now originally it was a black one, and it was in the same. It was in the overalls, and he was doing like an insane black voice. You ever see that?
Mm-mm.
Jeff Dunham.
Why don't we pull that up? Let's
Jeff
see it.
Dunham. No, don't pull it up. It's
Okay.
not real. I made it up.
Really?
Yeah. Jeff Dunham, though, like just being racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, he's just doing like the craziest black voice.
Yeah, dude. If you're really so edgy or whatever,
Yeah.
why would you stop at the Muslim fella at right after 9/11? Oh, when everyone's going to be okay with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's kind of propaganda, a little propagandistic.
Yeah, a little like pro Bush
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I love me the redneck comedy tour, dude. That was around the same time.
Was that like
Foxworthy.
Larry the Cable Guy?
That's the
that was
goat.
good stuff. Bill Engvall.
Yeah.
It is a goat. Ron White, is actually good.
Yeah, Ron White is actually
Yeah.
a funny comedian.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there's other guys.
Yeah. Foxworthy in the crew.
You might be a fucking redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he say fucking?
No.
Like they're like, all right, you can be dirty on this one. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, you might be a fucking redneck.
You might be let me tell you, if you got a Dodge pickup truck, you might be a sister fucker. I mean redneck. If you yeah, he's so dude. He's so weird, man. That's like such a weird formula that he just and then I didn't realize like all the Mormons cuz cuz a lot of comedians that we know, they have their version of RJ does it.
Right.
And he's trying to do it again.
Right.
He has another bit that he texted me.
I'm going to do my version of a different guy's joke.
Yeah, he wants to do another.
I'm going to do my type of and they'll announce it. They'll be like, Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah.
Well, here's mine.
Yeah.
It's so odd to me every time.
You might be, yeah. There's some other ones that have that too. I think Willie does one.
Yeah, Willie does. I mean, his are funny. His do
Yeah.
make me laugh, but it's just a weird thing to do.
I mean, Sam Hyde did it.
What
You
did he
might
do?
be Mike Brown if.
Yeah, that's funny.
But that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's like actually.
Well, and it's sort of layered in the irony of like, he's also making fun of that.
Yeah.
And he's making it so extreme.
Yeah. You're making fun of Mike Brown in the most like silly joke formula that there is.
So maybe there's something to it. Maybe we should do our own thing of that.
Yeah. Yeah, this just becomes us. This is just us like, you know what? Jeff Foxworthy might be the greatest comedian of all time.
Yeah. We might have underrated him.
I think you should. I think you should do another one. I think you should do. You might be George Floyd if.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would work.
I'm gonna do. I generated 1,000. And you know what? A lot of it's the same shit. Cemetery. You ever been to a cemetery?
Sure. I've been to a cemetery.
You're gonna go to one soon.
Yeah, probably.
After I'm done with you.
The way I've been carrying on. But at a cemetery in Idaho, there are these graves there, and it's
no.
It's
no shit.
It's
well,
yeah, you'll never believe this.
No way.
There's dead people and they're buried.
You're shitting me, bud.
They have a headstone.
No. That's what they do there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They bury dead people who are already dead.
Oh my
It's crazy.
God. They're wasting delightful human flesh that could be eaten.
Yeah, and they have these long
devoured.
cars that drive around the dead people.
Could be turned into McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's horrible what they're doing.
Okay, so in Idaho, you got the
I'm just saying the last time I went to a cemetery was in Idaho, and I saw it was between 2 and 4 graves of children. And I knew they were children because somebody that was with me knew. But also, one of them was like a Rubik's Cube. Like they made a headstone.
I knew they were dead children because as I walked over the graves, I got hard.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Isn't that a wild thing to see at a cemetery, though? A fucking Rubik's Cube.
A guy with a hard dick.
Yeah.
Standing over graves of dead children.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a chapter of Norm Macdonald's book. It's called Tiny White Coffin. Oh my God, it's so sad. It's the saddest thing you'll ever read. It's about how he went to a funeral of a child, you know, and it was a tiny white coffin.
Yeah.
Anyway, and
it's not funny.
No, he makes it hilarious.
Really?
Because he like adds stuff and makes it absurd. It's really funny, but then it's also like so sad. Anyway, but yeah, there's this family in Idaho that got carbon monoxided, and they all died at once, and so their graves are like themed. It's kind of weird.
You know, I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah, like a themed headstone.
Yeah, dude, that is crazy. A themed headstone is wild.
Yeah.
You've seen the PlayStation one, or like
Yeah, exactly.
That's something, bud.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Although that would be a cool thing to find in like 4,000 years.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? What is this one? Was this an alien? They won't know what it is.
I do think that it would be very funny to write out like a legacy of Chuck Fury in like a stone or whatever that would last.
Oh yeah,
longest.
we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in multiple languages. Like, dude, that would be so good, man.
Like how they sent that thing into space. It'd be like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the
exactly.
golden. They put music on like a golden disc, and gold is good for that for some reason.
Yeah,
because it'll last or whatever.
And they just throw it into space.
Yeah,
and they go, here you go. Here's humanity.
Yeah, it'll be that for Chuck Fury.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be so silly, man.
Yeah, he'll be the new. They'll think he's like Gilgamesh or something. That'd be great.
Yeah. A man whose IQ 142. Dude, that's wild. Speaking of that, how about mummies? I mean, that's kind of a cemetery just for an individual.
For a pharaoh.
For pharaohs, yeah.
Yeah. They have...
They would be covered in gold because that would last long or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. When their casket was gold, right?
Right. Yeah, how did they know that, though? How would they know that it lasts forever?
I don't know if it's like it lasting forever as much as
Or
it's
it
just like
looks
very, very valuable and
Yeah.
looks really cool.
It's crazy that gold like has always been valuable. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that it always will be. It's just like something about gold.
Mm-hmm.
Just makes it valuable no matter what's going on in your civilization.
Yeah.
I guess unless you're a Native American. Did you ever hear that about how they didn't think gold was valuable or something? Or am I quoting Pocahontas, maybe? I might
What
be.
did Elizabeth Warren say?
Yeah, I might be quoting Elizabeth Warren right now. I seem to remember something about that. Anyway, but, you know, most other people, I think, recognized.
Yeah.
They weren't doing a lot of mining, those Native Americans.
Sure. They liked gemstones though, right? They loved their gemstones.
Yeah.
Well, gold, you know, like yeah, it's always been valuable, and it was always like a currency, like a means of exchange. Mm-hmm. But it also has like usefulness. It's in the camera, it's in the phone.
Right.
I mean, it's in everything.
Yeah, it's just like in
an incredible conductor of electricity.
It's almost like just the spot it's in on the periodic table gives it all these weird properties.
Yeah. Same thing with silver.
Really?
Silver is like it's also in everything. There's no resistance for electrical.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like out of 100 make it through. That's insane, dude.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
If it was cheap, I mean, we would have supercomputing.
Yeah.
I think if they would, like the quantum computers, they're probably going to need to be mostly silver and gold. I would think.
That makes sense.
Anyways, I'm fucking retarded.
Now you're always telling me that buying gold is a good thing to do. Right?
Of course, you like gold.
Yeah, you're always saying that to me. What about silver?
Yeah, of course.
Is that going to be which is better?
Well, silver's probably better right now because of the gold to silver ratio. The ratio that it's brought out of the earth is like 1 to 9, and that normally would be the value throughout like most of human history. But they've decoupled from one another, and silver is like now, I think it's like 1/100th the price.
Oh.
But it always resets back to 1 to 9.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, so now's a good time to buy silver.
Yeah, I think. But gold just hit an all-time high again. I mean, gold's always just stays breaking records. It's almost at 3,000 an ounce.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Now, is that partly, you think, a measure of like people's distrust of the economy or whatever?
Well, it's just how much currency they've printed.
Oh, so even gold gets inflated.
No, gold stays the same price.
Oh.
Gold's valuation is like stays.
But it's the currency inflates.
The currency it just shows you how inflated our currency is.
Right.
Gold was $1,400 an ounce in 2020.
Okay.
It's now 3,000 an ounce.
And that's not a comment on gold. That's more about the dollar.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how inflated the dollar is.
That's crazy.
Because gold is like gold is like the most stable market in the world.
Yeah.
The gold mark's like the most.
Is that usually how they measure inflation? Because you sort of have to measure.
Because they use their own the CPI. The Consumer Price Index. It's like it's a basket of different things, and every time something rises in value, like spikes, they'll remove it from the CPI. So they can be like, "Oh, inflation's 2%."
So it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's like the Big
It's a
Short.
government statistic. Yeah, it's complete bullshit.
So if you actually want to know, you look at gold. What else do you look at?
Any prices that you had to pay on a regular basis,
like eggs or whatever.
Yeah,
that'll
eggs.
Show you too.
Eggs is a good one, or bread, or whatever. Yeah, your milk.
Yeah,
whatever shit people would normally be buying. If you compare price year over year or whatever, 1 year to another, you can see how how bad the currency's performing.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
The gold is like the perfect one, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
It shows you exactly where the currency's at. And Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to be... Shows you how many speculators there are. What kind of a gambler...
Speculators.
What's the gambler's market looking like?
Right.
How many people are still gambling?
Right.
That's what that kind of feels like.
And what are you gambling on? Like, just the crypto itself?
Yeah, that it's going to go up.
Right. Yeah, it's just like another stock or something.
Yeah.
Or a NFT, I guess.
That creates nothing.
Yeah.
But boy, if I would have not listened to Peter Schiff, how my life would be different.
Oh, you would have bought a lot of Bitcoin?
Yeah, I probably would have just stayed in all my Bitcoin and just stayed buying more.
Right.
But
now, Peter Schiff probably told you to get gold, right?
yeah.
And did you?
Yeah. And
so
gold stocks and
that's good.
Okay. Here we go. Telephone. I was talking to my grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I think it was in 2020, and it was like during it was like, oh shit, like everything's at one point during COVID, like the beginning of it, you kind of felt like you were always on your phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to my grandma, and I was like, I don't know, I just feel like the phone is just like, I don't know, kind of controlling everything in the world. And she goes, oh my god, I know, the way it rings all the time. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
She thought the ringing
Yeah.
was controlling the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, the way it rings all the time. I was like, that's so funny, man.
That's very silly.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing to say.
Yep. Because they just have a landline. I totally didn't even think of it.
Right. Okay. Now, have they since gotten smartphones?
No.
Really?
No, they're never getting smartphones.
They're holding out on that. I thought old people were getting those now. Like, you know how the homeless have them? I thought old people were getting them too.
Dog, ain't no fucking way.
Wow.
I did meet an old lady who had a smartphone, and she was like, clearly didn't know how to work it.
Yeah.
She was like in a home.
Yeah.
And she just had no idea.
She has someone else come in and do it for her, probably.
Yeah, she's just always everything's huge. Everything's like everything looks like this on her screen, and you're like, what are you doing?
She's just scrolling around.
Yeah. Firemen.
They're good.
They're great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most firemen I think are good guys. Most that I've met seem like good dudes.
Firemen. All the firemen that I've ever met. Dark sense of humor, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to.
Dark sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. It's like being a soldier or something.
Yeah. It's weird that, a lot of military humor is like really dark, and a lot of, like, cops and firefighters have that, like...
Yeah.
And, I remember I was talking to this one cop, and he was saying that he was an investigator, a homicide detective.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that, like, it's, like, the worst because it's, like, you're on nights. But you're not told you're on nights, but you're on nights.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you'll get a call at, like, 2 a.m. And it's like, why can't anybody kill someone in the daytime? God damn it. I thought that was so funny that they just show up to the crime scene. There's a dead body, and they say that to the other people in the room.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's like a line out of SVU or something.
Sure.
Out of Law and Order.
Yeah. You mean to tell... Dude, the fucking Ice-T.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just still so befuddled. He's been working in Special Victims Unit for 20 years, and he's still like, this guy likes to touch fucking kids? What?
What?
It's like, yeah.
That's great.
This man has to eat poop to come?
Yeah.
His
Now
name's
you're
Pinky?
telling me.
Yeah. Wait
This
a minute.
guy.
Is you telling me this man has to eat poop to come? Yep. Pinky eats poop to come.
Yeah, he does. Well, we should ask him about that.
Donkeys. You know, I don't know about you, but I long for the days of Egypt. When I would engage with men whose genitals were that of a donkey
Yeah.
and emissions were that of a horse.
It's funny to be writing in the Bible
Yeah.
and not only describe that they had donkey dicks, but also the emissions.
Fat loads of cum.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
okay, we got to write that down in the Bible.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Or like the translator or whatever being like, okay, I'm just going to write this as I see it.
Yeah. You sure you want to write about this guy, this lady here getting fucked with huge cocks and loads of cum?
Yeah.
Put it in. Put it in the book now.
Yeah. Right. That if you had written it, it'd be a lot more of that.
Yeah.
People would be quoting the chapter that wasn't that. The one chapter that was something else.
There's one story in this that actually it seems to have like merit to it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not about cum.
It's the only one that's not about shit, piss, and cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the story of the bald guy? That like the
Oh yeah, there's a bald man, and then the kids make fun of him,
Yeah.
and then he like gets a bear to go eat him. He uses the power of God
yeah
to get a bear to attack children who laughed at him for being bald.
yeah,
That's funny.
and that is the punishment that they deserve for that crime. And that is
Yeah,
yeah.
you wish you had a bear.
I wish I could summon bears at will, dude.
Yeah, dude, you can't even get the cat to do
Well, no. Here's the problem. Okay, you know where I'm gonna go with this.
What?
He summons a bear to go eat the kids. Go eat them yourself. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong
That's
with
a
you,
waste
old
of-
baldy?
Waste of a dead kid. Give
Yeah.
it to a bear.
Give it to a fucking bear. What
An
are you?
undiscerning bear. Let the bear eat his own kids.
Yeah.
You know how bears do that? Lucky bastards. No.
That they can just get away with it, eating them like that.
Yeah, dude. That's the law of the jungle. You can eat your kid.
Okay, we got.
you really need it.
I'm gonna skip over gorillas. We'll go to.
Why? Why? Why?
But well, okay, so it's weird because it's this random topic generator did not do this right.
Mm.
It's gorillas, crime, or banana
It sounds like it did it
on purpose.
in just the way you wanted.
Okay, we're gonna go past that.
Is that real?
Yeah,
You're
well-
not making that up?
No,
I gave you gorillas, crime, and bananas right in a row.
yeah, we're gonna go to weaving
Okay.
or bridges.
All right.
Fortune tellers. There we go.
Okay. Fortune tellers.
You ever go to a fortune teller?
No, but I've met a couple of them. They
Yeah?
just seem like crazy or stupid idiots that like are good at manipulating people. To me, unless you believe in them, unless you are one.
I had my, what's it called? Where they look at your cock,
Yeah,
the cock reading.
I've never heard of this. There's a cock reading
Yeah,
type of fortune teller.
you know how they look at the palms of your hands,
Yeah.
and then they'll look
You
at
can
the,
actually tell more from the cock.
the veins of your cock. They compare them, and it's based on like an overlay of the two.
Really?
No, but I did do a palm reading
Yeah.
in Winnipeg, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just nonsense.
Yeah.
I was just with a group of friends, and we were like, let's see what they say.
Yeah, it's just kind of mystical nonsense that people want to get lost in.
And then we just kind of made fun of them.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's all you do.
Yeah.
But she opened my eyes, that's for sure. Told me the future. And I listened.
Yeah.
Here I am.
There's always one of those at the Alliance Theater. I feel like the gays are really into that nowadays.
Yeah,
tarot and
carrot card. Yeah, carrot card readings and
yeah. Because it's like they reject like Christian religion so heavily
that they get into the occult.
Yeah. They still feel the need for that like thing. They still want to have all those feelings, but not with the thing they hate.
Yeah,
so they get into other
weird
shit. Yeah, weird shit, underground, spooky shit.
Now I saw this. Speaking of the cult, how far are we into this?
An hour.
Mm-hmm. Look, dude. I found this post of this lady saying that she ate someone.
Force you to eat Sam?
Yes. There was a victim named Sam. He was 8 years old from Chicago, or at least that's what my parents told me. Most traumatic night of my life. Like, my mom and dad were like, he's your new brother. We had dinner with him. They called it the Last Supper, and afterwards they sacrificed him. So it was my turn when I was 5, almost 6, to solely sacrifice a child, and it was Sam, the 8-year-old. We just had dinner with him. I love Sam. I'll never stop loving Sam, and I'll never betray Sam. I think that he's a big reason why I'm here today recovering, because it was such a traumatic memory that I've held on. But during that ritual, we had dinner with Sam, and I thought he was my new brother, and I was so excited because I'm like, this brother, this 8-year-old's going to save my broken family.
Yeah, you don't name him.
And after the ritual, things changed pretty quick. Roles in my family changed throughout the years. For example, my older sister started to graduate towards the cleanup role, which was my father's role. So during the exact ritual itself, my older sister wasn't there. I remember me on the right, my younger sister on the left. My mom was behind me, and she gave me a knife for my right hand, and she told me to do it to Sam. I wouldn't. I couldn't. And I thought either something really bad would happen to me or Sam would get let go. So there was a lot of communication in this ritual. My mom was saying, you have to do it, you have to do it. And like I said, she always had this sense of urgency. She was just getting so mad at me. And I thought she would take my hand and make me do it myself. And that's not what happened. She gave it to somebody else who looked very disassociated and did it themselves.
Did your mom force you to eat Sam?
Yes. That was my consequence for not sacrificing Sam. And it wasn't the first time I was fed human flesh. Thankfully, my mother cooked it. I've heard of other stories where they don't. But because it was Sam, someone who I grew an attachment to, I feel like that was me drinking the Kool-Aid or taking sips. Like, that's kind of what enabled me, or a big factor, to go into denial, because I felt so guilty. And I was...
Jesus.
We got people doing podcasts after eating people. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, to go on a podcast and be like, yeah, I've eaten people.
That's wild.
I've eaten a child.
Yeah.
What? You're just going on Rogan talking about this? What the fuck?
Yeah, what show was that from?
I don't know what.
It was just some podcast.
Yeah,
like
some podcast. Yeah, but it.
Wow. That was a wild story.
Dude,
Shit,
what
so
the
they
fuck?
had a little family cult going.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's what your family was doing.
Yeah.
Now, you guys weren't eating people, but you had a little family cult going.
Yeah.
And you broken out of it.
Yes.
And one of your brothers did, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone else is still in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's nuts.
How do you get them out?
I don't know. I don't think I can.
They're not ready.
Yeah, and also I'm sure they wouldn't want to listen to me or anything, so whatever. You just got to let people do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I
Well, at
think.
least you didn't eat people.
No, I didn't need anybody. I was never forced to eat somebody.
No, my parents never brought a children and called it the Last Supper as we
Really
ate dinner
lucked
with
out
them.
on that one.
Old potluck. Yeah, inviting a cannibal to the potluck. Yeah, what'd you bring, Jeff? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Boy. You know what's funny is in my mind, because they had like such a nice evening before they sacrificed and ate that sweet young man, Sam, you know?
Sam.
I meant it'd be funny if they're like playing Monopoly and shit too, you know?
Yeah. To destroy his spirits first.
Yeah.
They collude against
Yeah.
one another to destroy
Yeah.
his spirits.
Yeah.
Monopoly's getting rid of the money.
That's weird.
It's going to be a fucking crypto. Or
That's
whatever.
crazy.
Central
Well,
bank
it's already
digital
kind of
currency.
that way. Like a lot of people play it on the Xbox or on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's like where I think most Monopoly is played these days.
Um,
Online.
well, okay, so, Monopoly money
Mm-hmm.
has been colored the way that it is forever, and
Yeah.
then they changed the U.S. dollar to look like it. To be the
Dude,
same.
that is crazy.
Yeah, to be the exact same color as the Monopoly money.
It's crazy. Like that. We've had a bill that's like pink for a long time, and I never noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, the 10.
You're like, wait, why is it pink?
Yeah.
Why is this one yellow?
And I
What's
remember when
happening?
they changed the 20 to blue.
Yeah.
And it was like they slowly did this over years where they're like, yeah, the 20s are blue now.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like they're just laughing at us.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel humiliated for using Monopoly money.
But yeah, so then now they're doing the central bank digital currency,
Uh-huh.
right? So they got the Monopoly starts it.
Yeah.
That means it's headed down. It's going to be an app. It already is, kind of.
Maybe Monopoly is like the government's just going to buy them up and then like, all right, this is the money now.
Yeah.
For those of you who've been doing really well in Monopoly, you're going to start off
succeeded.
with, yeah.
You have monopolized.
If you're a Monopoly
the new
millionaire, you're a
currency.
millionaire now. That would be great.
Yeah. Stephen Greer says there's going to be a fake alien invasion.
Yeah,
That's your guy.
I've never heard of him. Who's that?
Shut up. You've never heard of
Stephen
Stephen
Greer?
Yeah.
Is he smart?
No.
Oh, you don't think he's going to be... You don't think they would try that, though, a fake alien?
Oh, I'm sure they would try. I wouldn't put anything past them.
How would they do that?
Project Bluebeam.
What's that?
Have you ever seen the New Year's celebration in Seattle where it's like they just projected fireworks? It looks like there's just there's a firework display, but there's...
Oh, right. I think I've heard of that Project Bluebeam.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a...
Holograms.
Yeah.
It's that technology that they have, but we don't have yet.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, right?
Yeah. They've talked about projecting advertisements into the sky.
Yeah, that's going to be...
You're going to turn a lot of people into fucking jihads if you do that.
Yeah. You'd fucking block out the sky with ads.
Yeah, the night sky is going to
Holy
be
Jesus.
ads. No thanks, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But hey, maybe they're just 3D printing misinformation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, too. They're going to project misinformation into the sky.
Yeah.
That'll happen, dude. Like a message everyone needs to read or whatever. Like, put on your mask now.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to happen. Just some Helvetica text in the sky.
They've said that they were going to project Christ into the sky. Oh, look, it's
Like Jesus
Like, yeah,
is coming down.
yeah. Look at that. It's Jesus Christ, everybody. They announce it like that.
That's like a South Park episode or something.
Yeah. It's Jesus Christ. And it's just Christ coming
Yay,
down. Yeah. and everyone-
Jesus.
But yeah, that was like the original intention of Project Bluebeam was they were going to try to unite the world like a government.
What?
Yeah, they wanted to create a world government using cuz they have the ability to like your brain is like a receiver. Like it's a receiver of information and stuff, right? And you can like okay, so like that you've heard of the telepathy tapes?
Yes.
Where like they can telepathically like receive messages and send messages.
They know how to do that.
They know how to do that. That's like been known for like 70 years.
Really?
60, 70 years.
Can you do it like in your garage or something?
I don't know.
What do you have to have?
I don't know what kind of equipment.
Do you need like some tungsten or something?
Probably this. Yeah. But the original thing was supposed to be like, oh, we're gonna fucking. The theory, I guess, was like, oh, they're gonna bring down Christ, and then, send everyone a message using these fucking
and then he ascends back up.
Yeah, and they go, oh,
that's so ridiculous.
And the message was gonna be like, you gotta pay your taxes to the United Nations.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's what they would do. That's what the Mormons do. Every 6 months they have their conference, I
have heard from God.
Yeah, they hype everyone up. They're like, all right, what this guy says, it's the same as the Bible, and then he'll be like, pay your tithing. They say that like at least 12 times.
Really?
Yeah, they'll have a bunch of guys get up and as part of their thing, they'll be like, I know someone who didn't pay their tithing, and they fucking
burned.
Yeah, they shit out their guts and died.
Whoa. They do. That's manipulated. It's crazy manipulation.
Yeah, it's like, well, if you saw it, it would be like so obvious. But when you're raised with it, it fucks you up, man.
Now, is there a highlight reel that we could watch of it? Like here's the highlights. Like here's the best of.
Oh yeah. You
best
can find
of
that. I'm sure the church
conference.
puts that out on a TikTok or something.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do that. Yeah,
because I would love to hate watch that with you.
Oh yeah, we should.
But I don't want to sit for 14 hours.
Oh no. I would never. Yeah. I would never do that.
Yeah.
No. You just got to watch the highlights because they're a little bit crazy.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be kind of dumb, like people crying and shit, and they're getting into like facial surgery. I mean, they've been into that for a while. Did you know that Salt Lake is like the world or the U.S. capital of plastic surgery? Like it's
really
there's more here than in L.A. I've heard.
What the
people here say that, so that might not be true. But anyway, there's a lot of it, and it's all these like Mormon housewives and the church leadership is all into that too. They all got like the Fox News cheeks, Yeah. The chicks do.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. They do a lot of that because they're very concerned about their image.
Yeah.
And they want Jesus to be like a white sexy guy on all their paintings. They're like, can you make him
sexy.
Can you make his muscles bigger? Can you make him sexier? Can you make him like a little bit taller? They always do that.
So. and then someone goes, now he was in the Middle East. Shouldn't he be a little dark? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I want him sexy and pure.
Exactly. Yeah. Put more white in that face.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very,
I want him made of porcelain.
Yeah.
Chiseled out of stone.
Yeah. Everyone has one of those on their fireplace.
Of course.
Dude, I saw one guy. I saw in Bountiful. There's this house where this guy has like a 3/4 life-size statue just right by his front door, and it's Jesus just being like, that face he always makes.
Yeah,
he's like all holy and shit.
Where he's like all holier than thou.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really funny Norm joke because he was like a devout Christian. Anyway, he was talking about how he was like one of my friends was saying Jesus. He believes that he was a real person, but he was just an ordinary man. And he's like, "What kind of a church is that?" Jesus was just an ordinary man.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway. Yep, Mormons are crazy. What were we talking about before that?
Plastic surgery. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, manipulations. Government manipulations.
Government manipulations.
People's, what they perceive and shit.
Yeah.
That's wild stuff. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And isn't it, don't you get scared sometimes? Because just like the older you get, the more vulnerable you are to being tricked.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like we'll probably stay lucid for, maybe 30, 40 more years. But like the longer it goes.
I feel like we were tricked. I feel like I was tricked.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I haven't gotten the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, I feel tricked by that.
Yeah, I feel like a sucker.
Yeah.
I thought that we were going to find out what happened with Jeffrey Epstein, and we didn't. We got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, we were...
Pam Bondi goes on fucking Fox News and goes,
yeah,
I have the Epstein documents sitting on my desk right now, and I'm going to look at them, and then, what this man did is sick. And now she goes, well, we're going to redact national security stuff. Whoa, what national security information could be in a pedophile blackmail operation?
Yeah.
What kind of national security things do you need to redact?
Dude, national security is how they get away with almost like half of what they do.
Yeah.
They're like national security. National security.
Yep.
We have to do this.
We have to do this.
For the national security.
There are operations and procedures.
Yeah.
That's their big one. That's one of their big ones.
And procedures.
Yep. We cannot let the safety of our intelligence officers would be at risk.
Right.
If you knew that they were butt fucking on an island.
Exactly. Yeah. Their lives would be at risk at that point.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Yeah, I feel like a fool.
By a jury of their peers. Me too. I feel dumb.
Yeah.
But, it's like, how much control did we have over it in the first place?
Yeah.
Almost none. So, whatever.
Yep. But one day the world will notice.
Yeah.
One day they'll notice.
One day they'll see.
One day everyone will notice.
Yeah.
One day very soon.
People are starting to notice. Yeah, people are starting to notice.
Noticing has intensified.
Yeah. Yeah, every so often we got to take a look at our foreign policy and our allies and whatnot. A little audit of our allies.
You know those notices that they'll put on your door?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like notice. You got to fucking pay your water bill or whatever. It's like, what if we went around posting notices that just says notice, and then it's like it just says USS Liberty.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah. It's just like things that they can Google.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything, and not one fucking word about our greatest ally.
Yeah, about that wonderful nation.
It says nothing about. It just says all the things: USS Liberty, 9/11, fucking JFK assassination.
Yeah.
MLK assassination, most likely.
Notice.
Yeah. It just says notice.
Yeah. That would be probably a hate crime if we did that.
Oh yeah, we'd get killed.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think Ian Carroll's going to get killed for what he said on Rogan.
Even though we would be doing it with love in our hearts, they'd call it a hate crime.
Yeah. Now, can you really call it a hate crime when I love beating the fuck out of that Pakistani man?
I loved every minute of it. How can you call that a hate crime?
How can you call that a hate crime when I loved it?
That's your final words.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gay.
Yeah, me too. What do you think?
Where are we at?
119.
Yeah, let's call it.
Okay.